What's going on, folks? Welcome to
What's up?
at 9 with Item 9. Your
We're
hosts, Gabe Lashley, Carter Ridge. We're back. It's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
But, the folks at Sony dropped some crazy reveals and gameplay showcases at the PlayStation showcase thing. We haven't had one in a while.
Mm-hmm.
We've been getting a lot of state of plays, but it's been a few years since we had a PlayStation showcase. So we knew there were going to be some crazy reveals and awesome trailers, and it's kind of kicking off the whole summer gaming season,
Yeah.
So
Was it a part of Summer Games Fest or no?
I think Jeff Keighley is like he's claiming it's under the
Yeah.
umbrella of Summer Games Fest. Like I saw he said that it was kicking it off, but still, like Summer Games Fest is like a week away or something like that.
Oh, yeah,
from now.
that doesn't start till June.
Yeah, it's June like 8th or something. So, sure, Jeff Keighley. But with that being said, we got a whole bunch of tasty reveals and trailers, and we're going to be seeing a lot of good games coming out very, very soon. But yeah, a lot of indies. Carter, what do you want to talk about first, man? I think we saw a lot of good things.
We'll go for indies. We'll go for some of the indies.
Was there anything that you saw that really stuck out?
First, we can talk a little bit about Teardown. Me and Gabe, we were both kind of on the fence about this one. It looks like it could be some fun, could not be, but it depends on what the objective is. So basically, it's like Minecraft but smaller blocks, and you're basically going in and destroying these houses. You gotta drive into them with cars. You got a bunch of different explosives and stuff that you can just like fire at these houses and destroy them. Sledgehammers, weapons, So looks like some good wholesome fun,
Yeah, if this is like a co-op game.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I definitely think this is something I'd love to hop into. It looks fun. It looks like a real mature adult version of Minecraft. I've never been a big fan of Minecraft. I've always found myself to just not be that creative in terms of just like trying to build things. I like that a lot of this stuff is already built and it's there for me to just destroy right off the bat. It looks fun. I don't know what the main thing or objective of the game is so far. I think you can read a little bit of a description afterwards, but I just feel like the possibilities are endless if they give you like these like little sandbox areas to play in, and I don't know if there's different modes or different things that you're going to be able to do, or if you're even going to be able to play with friends in this game. But it looks fun. I like the world. I like the aesthetic.
I like how like the water's like realistic,
Yeah.
It's got like the mix of like the pixel and then the realistic.
Yeah, Teardown. It's coming to PS5. We don't know
Saber.
when. This year?
Yeah.
Okay. Is this already on PC or something?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. Basically, it's a voxel-based heist game. And
40 mission main campaign split into 2 parts where you play as the owner of Lockout Teardown Services. Things haven't been going too well for your business, so you have started to accept work from some people that may best be described as shady. Before you know it, you'll find yourself demolishing buildings, stealing safes, and committing insurance fraud. Okay, that sounds pretty sick. I was gonna say, are we gonna be like stealing stuff? So, as your business ventures escalate, you'll unlock a vast arsenal of tools to help you plan around, react to, and destroy whatever you experience in each level. Some of these tools are great for destruction, from sledgehammer to firearms and explosives. So, yeah, looking pretty sweet.
Yeah, it does look fun. I really like the whole voxel kind of vibe that they're going for. I just kind of like the sort of the art direction that they're going for, and it looks like a lot of fun.
It looks good, shading and everything. The graphics look nice.
Yeah, I really am excited. I don't think they said anything about it being co-op or anything like that. I didn't see that.
I didn't see that. And I didn't see another person, but
it's very possible that an update might come out later, and maybe, who knows, we might be able to demolish buildings together. What else we got to look at?
Towers?
Ghost Runner 2. Ghost Runner 2 is coming out.
Yeah, that one looks alright. I know I wanted to. I think Towers and Revenant looked pretty dope.
Yeah, Towers of.
That one looked pretty. That's like
Agaspa. That one looked like Avatar.
Avatar: Breath of the Wild.
Yeah,
kind of. It's PlayStation's own take on.
It's gonna be like a big open world builder, where you're gonna be able to build vast settlements, grow sprawling ecosystems, and it's kind of like in a fantasy island kind of setting. You're returning to the ancestral land of Agasba, and you're going to be helping your tribe rebuild their lost civilization. But there's also going to be, I don't know, it looked like there was like threats and stuff like that. I'm not sure. But the desolate island says can barely sustain the people of your tribe.
The gods of Asba are wary of the return of humans to the island.
Oh. Yeah. So, yeah, it looks pretty cool. I don't know if it's an open world builder, but I guess there's going to be some survival mechanics to it as well.
Mm-hmm.
I've recently been getting very heavily involved in the survival games. I've found myself spending a lot of hours getting lost in games like Grounded and the Sons of the Forest. So I've been really enjoying that. And this game is kind of, where the Sons of the Forest and Grounded are somewhat based in reality and are very practical. This game looks like it's going to be
fantasy.
Yeah, real high fantasy. It's getting a lot of Avatar vibes with the
Look
way
at that underwater swimming one.
Yeah, where you're kind of dealing with with sort of the environment around you. We saw some mounts here. There's gliders, these little flying
swimming
Leviathan thingies. I mean, the trailer was pretty cool. I really enjoyed just like kind of seeing the whole sort of like islands and stuff that you're gonna be exploring. Like, I mean, for the most part,
environment and creatures.
The game said that
dope.
it was in early development still, so we don't exactly know if we're gonna be getting this anytime soon.
Damn, this looks crazy.
But yeah, this looks like something I could potentially sink like a fair amount of hours into,
especially if it's co-op.
Yeah, you're gonna be. I don't. It's not looking like it.
It doesn't look like it, but
maybe. But I'm really digging the whole resource management and stuff like that. That's looking. You're gonna have to be doing like collecting stuff. Like I was just collecting those items on the back of this whatever that creature was. But that looks very, very, very interesting, and it's definitely one to watch. We also got some stuff from Plucky Squire, that sort of like storybook looking one, that looked very cool.
That one looked good.
Almost like, I forgot what that Zelda game is. The one where you like kind of go into the 2D state to like do the platforming as well, and it switches back to like.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
but I can't remember what it's
Zelda
called.
game. I can't remember what it's called, but I'm really digging
like
this
Paper
one.
Mario kind of.
Yeah, exactly. Sort of the Paper Mario vibe too. The game looks beautiful.
Yeah,
really
graphics are crazy.
Liking yeah, exactly. When it switches from 2D to
like even
to
in
3D,
like the 2D, the graphics look really good.
Yeah.
Really crisp, clean.
Yeah, it looks absolutely beautiful. I'm really looking forward to playing
Colors
this
are
one.
great.
It just really is
Pops.
an eye-popping.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like it's the contrast is just so well, especially in like the lighting and the shading there on that desk scene.
Yeah.
Like goddamn.
The whole graphic design of all of this, it's such a visual feast for the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And
definitely gonna be a cop.
Yeah, I don't know if it got a release date here. I can't
I don't think
see
so. Go out.
if it did.
Did you see one?
No, it just says it's coming this
This year.
year. It's
On
coming this
PlayStation this year.
Yeah. So basically, Hump Grump looks like the bad guy here. He's a sorcerer, and he's intent on turning everything in the land of Mojo upside down. He despises the Plucky Squire, and basically you're going to have to thwart Hump Grump's dastardly plans.
Must
you're going to have to
explore the
go
realm.
on an adventure across Mojo, and you're going to get new powers, and that's going to be pretty cool.
Fight huge beetles, jump inside illustrations, and even jetpack through the air.
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to this game. I think this will be really fun. I don't know if it's coming out on PC, which is something I'd be definitely
Steam Deck.
looking forward to playing on my Steam Deck, but maybe sooner than later. I might be able to play that. And then there was that Cat Quest game.
That game didn't look that good.
Revenant Hill was the one with another cat as well.
That's the one that looked like it could be kind of cool. That's the one we looked like we knew the cat. I like the aesthetic of that one.
Yeah, I don't know this studio, but
what does it say?
The Glory Society. Did these
this
guys do
the year is what?
Did these guys do the game? Oh, I can't remember what game they did, but it
just here it is. In Revenant Hill, you will strive to build an egalitarian community.
Egalitarian.
We strive to build an egalitarian workplace. We are a co-op, which means folks who work here also owns the company. No bosses and yes, collaboration. What?
Yeah, I mean, it looked like it could be pretty fun. It's currently in development. No release date.
For PS4 and 5.
And then we got some cool stuff coming out for PSVR 2. One of the main things, of course, being Resident Evil 4. Now, Carter, you're a fan of Resident Evil Biohazard, playing the whole thing in VR, and I mean, you talk about that being one of the best experiences you've had on the PlayStation VR. Really playing a whole game, a whole at least like 20-hour campaign game from start to finish on VR. Having the controls work and like being comfortable playing it is pretty impressive in itself. So if anybody can handle this, it's of course the folks at Capcom. And now this game the VR mode is currently in development. So it's we don't know when it's coming out. I think this year, hopefully this year. But just looking at this,
I'm down to wait.
at this gameplay,
it'll be worth it.
Man, it just looks so clean. And even if you played
like the chainsaw blocking, goddamn.
I think this is a title that is reason enough for you to want to purchase a PlayStation.
Literally, as soon as I seen this trailer, I was like, "Fuck, I might have to cop it."
Because
I have to go to Ryan's, test it out.
The game looks great on the PlayStation VR 1, and I can only assume with the improved hardware, the better specs on the new headset, that
it's already a remastered game, and then they're remastering it.
It seemingly looks identical to the
remaster,
yeah, just the regular console version. I mean, of course, being like the close up on his hands and whatnot, but still the environment and the character models, they still look as clean and as sharp. It doesn't look, it doesn't look toned down,
muddled down.
Yeah, it looks really good. So that's currently in development. That
one.
RE engine is just, it's crazy. We saw another fun game, Arizona Sunshine 2.
Oh yeah, this one looks sweet.
And this game looked quite fun because we got a really cool and fun look at a genre that's kind of been played out for a bit. We do have the Walking Dead Saints and Sinners PlayStation VR game, but this one was looking good. Did we get?
I like the fun aesthetic of it,
Yeah, it's almost
like the
kind of going
cartoony.
for that Dead Island.
No, like what kind of like what's that one with Andy Samberg or whatever? Is it Andy Samberg or who's that? What's that zombie movie? Remember with?
Zombieland.
Yeah, it's giving me Zombieland vibes.
Yeah.
Jesse Eisenberg. Yeah, it's giving me big Zombieland vibes.
Yeah.
Just like how it's like the comedic side,
Yeah, exactly. And I think that I'll have to see a bit more actual in-game footage before I commit to anything like this. But I mean, if it's a good sandbox zombie game, I think that's something you can fool around with in the VR for a bit and have some fun. The Saints and Sinners game, when I played that on the original PlayStation VR, it was fun. But again, the PlayStation Move controllers really just hindered what was able to be accomplished in terms of like having controls. But yeah, with the new controllers,
was it 2023?
Yeah, I believe this is coming 2023.
Damn.
Which who knows when that could be.
Yeah, it launches this year.
Yeah, we got that new immersive action shooter Synapse. That's coming July 4th. We got a new trailer for Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted 2. We got some new gameplay details for Crossfire Sierra Squad, and also Beat Saber launched on the PSVR 2 when the showcase had happened on Wednesday.
With the Queen music pack.
Yeah, of course, the Queen music pack. And getting into some of the bigger announcements that we saw, we got a new trailer for Immortals of Avium, and it sort of highlights the enemies of the realm and kind of gave us a look. I remember when they announced this game, this was an EA original, so, they're kind of going towards the single-player storyline stuff after they said that, it wasn't really profitable and nobody was really making...
Skip a bit?
It was the magic one that we said we weren't
The hand
sure
pistol
about.
one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So, yeah, it's looking like another sorcery, magic-based, first-person shooter kind of thing. I don't know.
Especially
how I'm
after
feeling
like
about
the
this.
lukewarm reception to Forspoken, it's just giving me red flags,
Yeah, I can totally agree. I just flashing lights and sometimes less is more and maybe even I would have. I don't know. Yeah, it's really
too much going on.
It is too much going on. It looks just too flashy for me.
Yeah.
That's I have to say that. I don't know if I can get. It's really hard to create like I was saying earlier when we were watching this, a new IP that's based in high fantasy.
High fantasy, yeah.
And if the world building's not there, I'm just I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah.
So
what's the point?
I got to do way more research than what the trailer's actually telling me. I feel like
I'm game's introducing you to at the start. And then even then, you don't want a whole fucking 10-minute dialogue to start the game.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm not too sure how I'm feeling about this one. I do know that I think the day after the PlayStation Showcase happened, EA had a few people play test the game. I saw, I think some influencers and content creators went out and they flew them out, or they went out and they got a chance to get their hands on this one. I don't know when they're allowed to talk about it. But for the most part, from what I'm seeing right now, I don't know if this game... I don't want to knock it before I try it, but I don't know if it's...
I don't want to get hyped, yeah. I don't want to put no hype in it.
I don't think this is going to be the next big thing for EA. I really don't. I'm hoping that they prove me wrong, and it's a fun game.
Did they do Forspoken too, or no?
No, that was Square Enix.
Oh, yeah.
But for the most part, yeah, I'm just not looking forward to the magic-based stuff that they've got going on. Yeah, so you're gonna have to save some realms here. It says from the Everwar, and I guess Avium is the world that you're in right now. Yeah, so there's Rasharn pushes Lucium and its allies to the brink of destruction. And there's just it feels like there's just a lot of world building and exposition that I guess you're going to have to try and read for yourself and discover.
I don't know if I'm going to care about.
Yeah, and it's just, if you're doing this stuff, it better be damn good.
Yeah.
And
better be wanting to get motherfuckers invested.
Yeah, and I just don't know if I'm going to be the biggest Immortals of Avium fan when it comes out. Another game that I saw that looked really good, and I'm really a fan of this one. It was Helldivers 2.
Oh yeah, that one looks pretty good.
Loved the trailer that they had there, with the sort of what do you call that, recruitment style video that they showed.
Oh yeah.
I really thought that was a nice taste there. But yeah, they totally switching up the game for the sequel there.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was like that.
Yeah, the original one was a top-down co-op game where you would drop down on these different planets and stuff like that with your different loadouts and sort of take on hordes of these insect sort of aliens. They've now totally switched up and gone for a third-person look, and I'm here for it. It looks so fun. I feel like I could just spend hours in this game. I did play a lot of the OG Helldivers, a fair amount. Even that was like something like, you could play and you didn't really need to communicate with your teammates as much. But I'm thinking this definitely, if you got a group of friends, you're gonna wanna have the ability to like communicate and sort of strategically plan how you're gonna want to execute missions and different dives. So that's gonna be cool. Yeah, it looks great. Also,
Yeah.
I wanted to say that.
Visually.
But I'm hoping we get a release date soon for this, because it's funny the tone that they're going with too. From the whole
And I would
trailer.
think the fist bumps and the chest.
Yeah, so it's coming 2023, and it's coming to PC, which is sweet. I'm a big PC guy now these days.
Fucking guy. It's not a Steam Deck verified.
Yeah, that's the thing. Most of the games are. But yeah, I would definitely not play this on the Steam Deck. But yeah, I'm thinking the different ecosystems and planets that I guess you're gonna have to go to are hopefully we've got some variety there. For the most part, they look very cool. Hope it's not just copy and paste of the same thing.
Yeah.
Because that gets boring pretty fast. When I think about the state of like where co-op shooters are going these days, it's not looking good. Back 4 Blood hasn't been that good. What was the other one? Redfall was not great. Yeah. So hopefully this one pulls through and it's they can deliver on just something that's fun. It's I don't care about like leveling up and all that stuff, and just if the core gameplay and like
good gameplay
fun,
loop.
I'm down to take a dive.
It'd be cool if it's what's it, cross-platform. We can maybe even get Scott in a game too.
Yeah, exactly. And this is a new one. This is a competitive heist experience. I don't actually remember seeing this.
Yeah, what?
Fair Game, the CGI trailer. I don't remember seeing this.
What?
This is at Haven Studios. And these guys this is their first new IP. Fair Game, fresh.
PlayStation bought them, didn't they?
I think so.
I swear they own them.
Yeah, I think they do. But this is their first IP, or new IP, and this is a modern take on the heist genre. So I don't actually remember seeing that. But
yeah, they're owned by Sony. I was right. I knew it. Yeah, I don't remember this from the showcase.
Yeah, I guess Carter and I were skipping through all the trailers.
I only skipped like a minute. Guess we're getting a live reaction here. Damn.
I do like a good heist game.
Yeah, this looks kind of cool.
Not that Robin Hood one that we got.
Yo, for real. But is it a 3v3 heist again though? It's a versus heist. Multiplayer, it looks like. That has me losing hope, bro.
I wonder if they're gonna, add a mechanic where other teams are gonna be able to.
Let me see, what's it say?
Sort of
go to the top.
That was just about them making the new. Yeah, but Fair Game will give you the opportunity to break the rules as a modern-day Robin Hood, a thrill seeker, or just someone who wants to collect cool loot, trespass inside forbidden locations around the world, fill your pockets like a kid in a candy store, and unravel the nefarious plans of untouchable billionaires. So this is going to be
it's a competitive multiplayer experience.
Yeah, a new PvP game with emergent sandbox gameplay. That sounds fun. I think really, they're just going to give you the sort of ability to sort of like, basically I feel like what they're saying with that is we're going to give you a lot of options to do these heists, like the way you want to do them. I'm pretty excited for this. It's going to be coming to the PS5 and PC, and they said for right now they're heads down and focused on bringing Fair Game to life. For more information, you can follow them now on Player Fair Game.
Fair games.
Yeah, fair games. Fair play. Oh yeah, okay. I mean, that looks pretty cool. Again, I don't remember seeing that.
Yeah.
I don't know what Concord was. I don't know. The Foam Stars looked crazy.
You're down for that? I'm like,
don't think I'm gonna be playing
Foam Stars. It's basically
from Square
PlayStation,
Enix.
Square Enix making their own
Splatoon,
trying to get on the Splatoon game, but it's like the Splatoon you can make shapes, I guess, and then you can ride on them with skateboards. You do that in Splatoon though, right? You ride on it.
I don't. You turn into like a little like paint.
Yeah, you go into the water. Like, so I guess you ride on the paint in this one.
Yeah.
And you make shapes.
We saw the first trailer for Dragon's Dogma 2 coming from Capcom.
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
Yeah, so the first game really it initially launched in 2012, and it was it kind of took off later. It's kind of a bit of a cult classic. And I was not expecting to see Dragon's Dogma 2. I think they just announced it. Is this the announcement?
First trailer it says.
Oh. So that was pretty cool. I mean, the world itself
protected me from the dragon's flames.
It looks pretty sweet. I mean, I feel like I could fool around in this for a long time.
Yeah, the combat looks pretty dope.
Yeah, very impressed with what I saw.
Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, when is this coming out?
I don't think we got a date.
That sucks. 'Cause I really want to play this.
Right?
Give high fives to the dogs.
All these mythical creatures.
Maybe in the meantime, I'll play the original Dragon's Dogma. While I wait, because I never played the first one.
I thought you said you played it.
No, I've heard good things about it only. I always saw it, though. It was a game that I always saw.
I remember the name sounds really familiar.
Yeah. There's a dragon. I don't know what's going on. The world looks good.
Some Lion Man.
Lion Man. I mean, looks pretty sweet. We got a new trailer
for Alan Wake.
For Alan Wake 2 and a release date.
This year.
This game's going to be fantastic. Just looking at some of the gameplay that we saw.
I'm trapped here.
Remedy is just really masters of their craft when it comes to like single player narrative experiences. Just their storytelling is on a next level, and I think just the way that they could flesh out the worlds that their games are based in is just really cool. And
I'm glad you're on this.
they also announced that they weren't going to be releasing physical editions of this game. It's only going to be strictly digital.
No way.
Yeah, I think it was a problem that when it came down to licensing stuff, because they recently had to pull a few games because of licensing. One of the games that they pulled, I think, was the original Alan Wake game for a little bit. But Quantum Break, it was on Steam on a sale, and I was contemplating buying it, and I waited a few hours, and then when I went to go buy it, it wasn't available to find on the Steam store, so I Googled it, and yeah, apparently they literally pulled it. So yeah, they gotta license some stuff, so apparently it's coming down to that. But yeah, I'm looking at this new playable character here. It looks very cool. Right now she's working for the FBI. I'm wondering after this if maybe she gets recruited by the Bureau of Control after experiencing this. Definitely, this is like, what do they call them in Control? AWEs?
Yeah.
Easy now. First things first.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. They better do like some intergame.
I would love to see that. I would love to see that fleshed out.
Yeah.
Fleshed out a bit more.
Multiverse of games like that.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Like they did have
studio?
They did
remember
have
that studio that dropped that multiverse game trailer? Remember?
Yeah, I do remember that actually from the last State of Play or something.
Yeah,
like
need that to come through. Multiverse games.
But there was the Alan Wake. I think there was Alan Wake DLC for
Control. Yeah.
But October 17th.
Did you ever play that?
I didn't. But October 17th, Alan Wake 2 drops. I think this is the perfect game for you to play around Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't ask for a better spooky game to play, which is pretty sweet. We also got another trailer and gameplay reveal from a game launching October 12th, and that is Assassin's Creed Mirage, coming from the folks at Ubisoft. You know, it's been a while since we've had a new release coming out from the Assassin's Creed franchise I hold very near and dear. But yeah, they've kind of stripped back the game, gone back to their roots with this one, focusing on single player, sort of stealth-based gameplay, and I'm here for it. And sort of more of a you can tell, like, it looks like, I just don't know how to say it. It looks like more, I don't know, like
OG
less like, not as much as that big RPG elements sort of stuff here. Like, even
more
without,
just straight assassin.
yeah, even without, like, I haven't seen what the game looks like with, like, the heads up display and stuff like that yet, but I hope it's
Hopefully,
like, hopefully it's a lot, like, more stripped back, because I did feel like at times it just really, Odyssey and Valhalla really just pulled me out of the whole experience of that sort of being grounded in realism. And yeah, I am just really excited for this game. It kind of,
and actually having to go back to stealth, like in Valhalla, I just felt like so overpowered. Like there was never a reason to be stealth. You just always just went in and dummied everyone.
Yeah,
so,
exactly. You get some really powerful weapons, and then you're just like, boom, boom, boom. I don't know if this is like a new power that you get where you can like perform a chain. It's a chain thing. So that's very cool. I like that. I mean, it's kind of leaning back into that more supernatural element, but I guess, you know, you do have to add new gameplay elements to sort of shake up that gameplay loop that we're accustomed to.
Didn't they have chain assassinations in one of them?
They didn't, I think, two, but it was like because you had the dual blades, right? So you could go up behind somebody and do a double assassination, right? Yeah, I mean, playing as Basim, though, that's my only gripe with this game, because I just didn't really connect with that character so much. I would have liked to see maybe a new character or something like that. The game looks great. I cannot wait to play it. You know,
it wasn't that bad.
You know the boys at UB. I'm gonna send a copy over for your boys. But the thing is, I'm just excited to just get back into another Assassin's Creed game, man. Like, I'm glad they take the breaks now.
You got the new pole vault.
Yeah, you know, it's gonna be a nice palate cleanser.
And it's not even like a full game too. It's gonna be a under $80 game. I think it's like $40 game too.
No way.
Yeah, it's not a full price game.
Really?
Yeah, because it was originally gonna be a DLC. So
yeah. Interesting. Even if there was a full price game, I think I would still probably play full price for it. Yeah. Looks like you're heading back to, where is this?
Baghdad, is it?
Yeah, 9th century Baghdad. It's cool. You know, I'm really excited to see sort of the architecture and kind of experience the environment that you're going to be placed in there, and I think that's going to be cool. Sort of go back to those kind of original Assassin's Creed vibes, seeing those different early Middle Eastern sort of towns and cities and whatnot.
It's like all climbable, you know?
Yeah, exactly. So that's gonna be
climb
cool.
around rooftops.
Yeah, October 12th. I'm excited. I will say though, I am excited for this next one. Because we got some new gameplay, trailer, 10 minutes, and we got to look at the new symbiote suit.
Jeez.
Like, the fellas here at Insomniac are doing such a crazy kick-ass job with handling the Spider-Man franchise. I just think like in terms of like their storytelling, it's just like it's on a next level. I think what they're doing with Spider-Man with the games is they're doing a way better job than how the MCU has been handling them. Yeah, I just think that there's a lot of heart behind these games. We see in the trailer, we get a look at Kraven, and we also get a look at Spider-Man in the symbiote suit taking on some of Kraven's goons here, and it's looking cool. We're seeing more of an aggressive play style with the symbiote suit on Spider-Man, which is really cool. We've got, as you can see, like down here, some new like buttons that correlate with the symbiote suit for takedowns and special moves, which is cool. We have also got his gadgets over here. It's looking like you're able to take a bit more damage while you're in the symbiote suit, which is very, very cool. Yeah, I'm liking the new animations and whatnot. And we're in a new location too. You'll be able to visit Queens. It's a new part of the map that they've added to the game, which is cool. And yeah, that takedown was so badass.
Yeah, that kick. And the
And
quad.
also, like, yeah, come on, this just looks awesome. And also, you know, we got the whole boom swapping over to Miles here. And I thought this was impressive too, how you're able to just swap over to another character without the game having to load. It's really cool. We're seeing this new way to sort of launch yourself now. And you're also getting web gliders. Miles and I think Peter have these web gliders in their suits, which is going to add a different level to the traversal around New York, which is really cool. And also there was another thing that they added too with the web lining here.
Oh yeah.
We're able to go, I believe, like what that's horizontal, yeah, which is pretty cool. Miles has got some new electric powers, which are very sweet. From what you can see, he's able to do some like crazy Kamehameha lightning shooting thing there, which is really cool. And I also like how the heads-up display for Miles is also different. And by that I mean like when you're doing like the QuickTime events, which is cool. But yeah, I mean, this was a lengthy trailer that we got.
Yeah,
we got to see a look at Dr. Kirk Connors as the Lizard, and that was really cool. Apparently, he's saying that Dr. Kirk Connors is the only one that can save Harry, because he's dying. So I'm excited to see how they're gonna handle the whole storyline here. Are they gonna introduce Eddie Brock as Venom? Because like I said earlier, the last time we saw the symbiote suit was in the post-credit scene of the first Spider-Man game, where it was sort of attached to Harry Osborn. So does he become Venom, and is that how you get it? Is that how you get the suit? And like, I don't know. But yeah, and I'm liking how we're getting a lot of these big actiony set pieces. These are always have been like the best part of like the Spider-Man games for me. Like that opening scene when you've got to like take down Kingpin, which is really cool. And yeah, I'm just liking how, like, you know, we're on the water. Just someplace you just never go in a Spider-Man game. It doesn't matter what Spider-Man game. The water's just such a no-go.
For real.
But yeah, they're taking Spider-Man out of his element, and we're getting some crazy...
Riding skidoos.
Yeah, we're getting some really crazy, fun, action-y set pieces, which I just enjoy. And yeah, Kraven also just looking like a badass in this game.
In fact, a saltwater tidal flat. Spider-Man is fighting on right now.
If you haven't seen the whole trailer, though, definitely check it out.
Good shit.
Good shit. Get some more footage of the Lizard. We got Spider-Man and Miles doing crazy QuickTime event. Got the alley-oop going. It's truly merging the line between cinematic experience and game. Got away. We're seeing a different side of Peter Parker in this game. Of course, if you're a fan of the storyline, you know that the symbiote suit has a relationship with Peter that makes him a bit more angrier, more aggressive, and we can see that in sort of the dialogue that he exchanges between even the enemies that he takes down, and even the way that he is talking to Miles, which is really cool. We also got a trailer that introduces Kraven and a new enemy faction. I don't know when the game's coming out, and I do know that Tony Todd is going to be the voice of Venom. No. I don't know, man. They announced this one back in 2021 too.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty excited. I think that they've got to go big on this one, very big. Oh, it's on track for fall 2023.
I thought it said this year.
So honestly, if that's around October or even November, I think like we've got a pretty solid lineup of games coming out, and that's just from Sony. A lot of these games they said that they announced at the showcase are going to be available on PC
and Xbox.
And Xbox. Yeah, they did say that. So that's pretty neat. Overall, what did you think of the showcase?
It's pretty good. I give it like maybe an 8, maybe 8.5.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, they just sort of announced stuff. They didn't really talk. We saw a lot of just raw gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
And then before we ended on the Spider-Man note there, we got to look at of course the Project Q, which is Sony's new streaming handheld that they're going to be coming out with. And basically, we also forgot to talk about
I was going to say Metal Gear
Solid.
They announced Metal Gear Solid remake.
Yeah.
Of Snake Eater.
So that's going to be cool. That's going to be coming
sweet.
out.
They didn't show much, but it's looking sweet.
Yeah, we got a CGI teaser trailer. It's looking like they're going to be using a new engine from Konami. I mean, hopefully. We also got to look at a new game from the folks at Bungie. They're revamping Marathon, and that's going to be something that folks and fans of the sci-fi PvP can be looking forward to. Yeah, it's their new project in more than a decade. So that's cool. We got new Street Fighter footage. But again, yeah, I wanted to talk a bit about
Later this year, we will launch
about the Project Q. Basically, remote play. It's got an 8-inch touchscreen, and it basically looks like a DualSense 5 that they chopped in half.
Yeah, and just put a screen in it.
Put a giant LCD or OLED screen. We don't know the specs of the screen. Yeah, we don't know the specs of the screen yet. We don't know if that's LED or LCD or an OLED screen. Hopefully they go with OLED. I don't know what the price point of this game is going to be. I think that's what's going to really make or break it for this device. I don't think it's something that PlayStation owners are going to need necessarily right off the bat, considering the fact that you're able to remote play on mostly any smart device that you own. I think in terms of remote play and streaming games as a service, I think Microsoft's sort of really at the forefront of that with their cloud streaming, just because the sheer power that they have with the servers at Microsoft. That's just kind of something that they're kind of always going to be, I think, at the forefront of. Remote play on the other end, it works okay. I mean, but again, yeah, I just don't really see this as a viable alternative to just you getting a Razer Kishi or one of the Backbone things and just sliding any smart device that you own into one of those handhelds.
Where they have a DualSense one too.
I think they do.
Pretty much looks just like that.
Yeah, again, really. When I was hearing reports and stories about the
PlayStation
handheld,
Portable,
I was thinking like this potentially could be very cool. But
And
the fact that it's a streaming device only is just something that I don't think I can get behind. It looks cool. might even purchase it just based on the fact of how it looks.
I'm
Because I'm
dead.
like, this thing looks
pretty
fucking
dope.
funky, man. This looks, I've never seen. It looks clean at the same time.
Mhm.
It just looks like something I haven't ever seen. But it looks very weird. Like I just,
Yeah, I'm very surprised they didn't fill those 2 gaps.
yeah,
Like, that's a ballsy move.
it is
They're
a
like,
ballsy move.
We're just gonna. Most people would fill that spot, but we're just gonna fucking leave it.
Yeah. Like I just don't know the ergonomics of traveling with this thing.
Yeah, I'm like, you need a case for this. Like,
Like it's just such an odd device, and I don't know. I do want to get my hands on it. We also saw, of course, that they're going to be developing these earbuds. That might be something I could see myself getting into. I've been meaning to get a new set of headphones for gaming online, and I'm not the biggest fan of over-ear headphones. So this might be something that's up my alley if it retails at a reasonable price. I think I would expect this for retail at about $199. I think that's somewhere I could see the price going. It's got to be quality enough that I can use it, not for gaming too. And I think that some of the quality of Sony's headphones are, I think Matt's headphones that he got, and if they're anything based
Sony,
on that,
yeah.
I think that might be a potential contender. But yeah, overall, I think it was a solid game showcase. We also heard leaks that are going around right now on the internet that a second showcase might happen before the end of the summer. I don't know. They might announce some hardware sort of stuff. I'm not too sure. These are just speculations. But if they do, that would be pretty cool. But yeah, overall, I think we got a solid look at some upcoming games that are coming to the PS5 this year. Definitely. Something that I mentioned to you though, that I'm sad we didn't see was Little Devil Inside, and I just I kind of want to look up right now what the fucking deal with that game is, because like what are these guys doing right now? I'm on the website. It's coming to all these platforms. Yeah, damn. Pre-alpha trailer. And the pre-alpha trailer is the last thing that they have.
Did we see that one?
Yeah, this dropped a long time ago.
Oh, 8 years ago.
No way this dropped 8 years ago.
Bro, what?
No way that's how long this game's been in development.
Whoa.
This was before the showcase even
dropped.
So this was an old that was an old trailer that they showed at. This is a test build from 2017. Whoa.
Yo, what?
What is even going on with this game?
That game is made by fucking one guy.
Yeah. Wow. Interesting. Yeah, it's on the store. But this is like the same trailer that they used, and this was like from the one that was shown 8 years ago. But the one from the PlayStation showcase, this one
looks like it's even shorter, because I saw the other video was 3 minutes. This one's only 2.
Yeah, this one appears to be from like a year or two ago, which is weird, hey. Anyways, Little Devil Inside, we're on to you. We know what you're doing, so we're gonna look back into that. But yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up for the PlayStation showcase. I think overall, yeah, it was really solid. Yeah,
they showed up and they showed out.
They definitely did. They definitely kicked it off, especially with that Spider-Man gameplay.
Such a long show presentation of it too.
Yeah, exactly. 10 minutes. And
that's
they showed
just the gameplay.
Yeah.
They showed like 3 or 4 minutes of story footage too.
Yeah, exactly. And I think they showed off just like a decent amount of what new stuff we can expect to experience in this game. But yeah, folks. Let us know what you thought of the showcase, what you are most looking forward to, what stuff you hated, what you liked. Are you going to be picking up a PSVR? Let us know. Me personally, I'm considering it. Did you like Project Q? Do you think they're going to rename it?
Project Q.
The handheld.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I wonder what they're
definitely.
Yeah, I wonder what they're gonna.
Wait, what did it say? It's streamed over Wi-Fi. Oh, that's whack.
Yeah, it's still whack. Still can't get my hand behind.
Oh, you
that.
can install games on it though, at least.
No, playing
Yes.
games installed on your PS5 and streamed over Wi-Fi. You gotta read the fine print, man. You gotta read the fine print. If you could install games on it, then I'd be like, yo, that's sick. I will 100% get that.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. I want to play Ghost of Tsushima on that.
On the
What
train,
hell?
yeah. Like, what the fuck?
Like, that would be amazing. Yeah, but
Darn,
unfortunately, no.
that's crazy.
Strictly streaming. I just don't.
Over Wi-Fi.
I just don't know. I don't know. I think they really wanted to get into the handheld market. I think they're going the wrong way about it. I think if they could develop a piece of hardware that could run their first party titles at like a reasonable, maybe even just a 30 frames, that would be cool. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see for Project Q to come out. But yeah, thanks guys for tuning in. It's been a while, but it's good to be back. And until next time, guys, we will see you all later.
It's Adam Knight. It's the bee's knees.
Bee's knees, folks.